Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog trading video. Tonight's video, we're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, Cardano, Solana, Shiba, and Avalanche in that order. Right now we're looking at the Bitcoin chart on the daily. Now we had a great weekend, guys, like we prepared for. We had the bounce on Friday, beautiful weekend, all the way into Saturday, awesome Saturday. Sunday started off great. Sunday night into Monday's candle, because this is Monday. This is half Sunday, half Monday, because this is a new candle right here. But this candle, it's 8:30. This candle opened up an hour and a half ago at 7. So this is a brand new daily. So this is the daily from 7 o'clock on Sunday all the way till through Monday. So we had a great weekend, like we talked about. But then Sunday rolled around and Monday came and everything got ugly. There was a lot of FUD going on. But, I'm kind of prepared for this right now. We got the bounce off our area, the 618. I haven't touched any of this. This is all, we got our bounce beautifully here. Worst case scenario, I talked about this 45,600 area. I still want to see that area hold up. But currently on this new daily, we are getting a bounce off my 46,300 area. I want to see that area hold. I also want to get above this green line right here, guys. This is the 200-day moving average. This is coming in right around 46,850 area. I want to see a daily candle close above that price to stay bullish, guys. If not, I want to see the next daily candle close above it because this is starting to look a little bit ugly. But we talked about trading in this zone anywhere from 52 all the way down to 45,600. So trading sideways until we break out of this trend here, or at least test this trend. Okay. So I'm still waiting for that. So I'm not. This is not anything. We talked about trading sideways and then maybe break into the upside, because if you look at the indicators, guys, a lot of things are very, very low right now. I mean, the RSI, everything is just bottom right now. So right now you're seeing a lot of confusion, and this is why we talked about trading sideways all the way back here. Okay, we talked about trading sideways all the way back here until we get a move. We're waiting for a move, right? And we're going to look at the 4-hour real quick. What do we see? Maybe we get a move sooner than later. Let's find out. I mean, I know tomorrow there's going to be some news coming out. I'm not allowed to talk about a lot of things because I've gotten strikes by mentioning certain things that YouTube doesn't like. There's a lot of censoring on YouTube, so I can't talk too much. I don't know how a lot of people. I heard some other people saying it. I don't know why they're giving me strikes, but how these other YouTubers are getting away with things when I'm getting strikes in the morning. So I'm just not going to say anything about why some of this is happening, but you guys know that there's some FUD out there that's going on. And, listen, guys, I remember going on this rant and I talked about 69, even all the way back here, us getting rejected at 69, coming up and getting to that point where I looked at that high. I had a fib up there, but not only did I have a fib up there, but there's a YouTuber on YouTube called Me Kevin. And I was watching one of his videos back. It was back in March. Was it March or April? Somewhere around there. And I watched one of the third biggest institutions. The Get On. Who was it? I forget the guy's name. Actually, I'll have to go and find the video for you guys. But he was talking about that the institutions thought it would be funny to sell Bitcoin at 69,000. This is unbelievable, guys. So I took him serious when a lot of people thought it was a joke because he thought it would be funny and everybody was laughing, making. But I took the guy actually seriously because I was thinking in my head like, wow, this guy seems like he's not like he's seems crazy, but he actually seems like he's telling the truth. I was trying to get a feel for what's going on, but a lot of things that he was talking about, I know a lot about how institutions work, and there was a lot of things that he was talking about that I know institutions do, and so I was taking him seriously while everybody else was laughing in the comments and joking. Oh well, guess what, guys? I told you guys we were going to get a big rejection at 69. Institutions were going to sell it there, and that's exactly what they did. And guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, educational purpose only. But they're looking to buy back in. And then I said, after they do this, they're going to start a FUD storm. They're going to pay the media. They're going to pay the banks. They're going to do a lot of things to try to get people to give up their Bitcoin because they want real Bitcoin. They don't want fake Bitcoin. They want it. They want to, they want people to go long and leverage and do all this stuff so they can take all their Bitcoin. A lot of people were going long up here, and they knew it, so they were looking to start opening up short positions, selling and then shorting. So they sell, then they start to short, then they squeeze, then they get all those positions to get closed out. And they take all their Bitcoin, right? So that's basically how it works. So now we're here. Now there's going to be some news tomorrow. But we talked about trading sideways in this range. There's also an indicator that I like to use. It's called bull and bear, bull versus bear indicator. And this kind of shows you bearish markets and bullish markets. And right now it is flipping red. So let's see if that deck plays out. But right now, I'm not too worried unless we get back into this trend. This trend I drew a long time ago. All this right here, look, even where we hit right here at 42 on the bottom, even where we hit right here, I drew this all out. Guys, I've only had this channel for about 5.5, maybe 6 months. I don't even know if it's been that long. But I did this video probably maybe a month or two into my channel. Back here, I drew up this pattern. We drew up the bump and run. We talked about it. We got the bump and run. And then I said we could come back down here and retest this. I talked about that. I'm going to pull that video up for you guys and show you guys exactly how I talked about all this was going to happen. I was expecting this to happen. So none of this is new to me. Where is my what am I doing? I'm looking at the wrong indicator. Okay. So we talked about it coming up here, coming back down here, getting rejected, and then possibly getting a bounce, and then going from here. Everything's really low, so we are setting up for that. What I don't want to see in this pattern, I don't want to see is falling back into here, closing, getting rejected, and then falling and then getting rejected here. If we do that, then we can be into this zone, and it can get really, really ugly, guys, because this pattern still exists. So we got the wick, but I always tell you we can wick and then go back up. And right now we're trading sideways. It's not that big of a deal. But if this gets down in this level and we get a close under 42 and under this 39 area, this could get a little ugly. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. But right now, it's just doing everything we thought it was going to do. We're trading sideways. We're hitting our zones. We had a great weekend that we talked about. We hit all of our we bounced off all of our targets perfect over the weekend. Boom, got our bounce. The 2 days were great, and then we had this not so great day. But we're gonna move on to Ethereum, guys. Ethereum right now, this is not looking good. We broke this trend. We haven't broke this trend since all the way back in. I mean, I could probably draw it up from even back here, but let's just take it from here even. This is June or July of 21. So, and then we held it here, and now we're finally breaking down this trend. So this is not looking good. I do want to see us close back above 4,000 again. We talked about this area, 35 to 3378 area. We talked about that being a possibility where we can get a bounce and then go back up. They might want to just, scare you out a little bit more of your position. We are getting a bounce off my fib that I drew up. So let's see if that area holds, which is coming in right around 58 area. Let's see if that holds up. And let's see if we can get a daily candle closing back above this trend. That's what I want to see for Ethereum. Look for a bounce area right around this, 33, maybe even this area too, 33.42. I could even bring that down a little bit. So 3342 to, or let's just say 3340 to 3500. We'll just make it simple like that. That would be an area I would look for maybe to get a bounce and then retest this trend. If we get rejected at this trend, that'll look ugly. If we break it and get a candle closing, that's where we could see a big upside. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for Ethereum. Matic, same thing. We bounced off my fib right here. And now let's see if that fib holds, coming in right around 175, 176 area. And then I want to see this 171 area hold. Yeah, because that's based on this candle. Yeah. So 171, I want to see that hold. There's also some touch points here that I like. Actually, I also like 168 as well, guys. So from that area to 168, that's what I'd be looking at in this area here. Oh, clicked on the wrong one. So let's see here, right around this area here, 168 to 171. That could be a potential bounce. I would like to see us close back above the 50-day moving average on a daily, coming in around 186. All right, so that's what I'm looking at for Matic. Cardano, guys, what a great weekend. We got our bounce as I was doing the video at my 120, came up. I had the target at 142 and it went to 141, but I always tell you guys, always sell a little bit before the target because they know that's the target and they front run it. There's always a front run. If you guys, some of you guys that have watched my videos for a long time, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I always tell you, sell a dollar or two. Sure, I mean, unless of course it's a dollar stock, you know, like or a penny. I'm sorry, a penny. Like, so say if it's a dollar like this, you sell a couple pennies before. So if we have $1.42, you know, you're looking to take profits at $1.41, and that was pretty close. I mean, it was pretty much $1.42 anyways, but you get the point. You always want to sell at a penny to or two, and if it's a more than a like, so say if it's Solana and it's at 150 and our target's at 170, you might want to start taking profits at 169. So that's just, you want to do $1 or $2 instead of a penny. So that's usually how we do it, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, educational purposes only. But that's the idea, because they like to front run it and they sell off before you can get to that level. Because that's very, sometimes when things start to go crazy, it's hard to sell. It's hard to get your orders in or filled. Even when we hit bottom, not all my order got filled. Only partially. My order got filled partially, so that was kind of, it is what it is. I was making the video, so I wasn't manually putting in. I just had these levels for my orders that were put in. So when they hit, they got filled. Not all of my order got filled, but listen, guys, it's part of the game as well. So same thing. One of the hardest things in trading, guys, like for me, I can draw up all these lines. We can hit these perfect. But sometimes it's very, very hard just to execute the trade. Okay, guys, I could sit here and say, hey, guys, look, we got the bounce here. We're selling up here, whatever. We got the bounce, perfect. Sometimes it's very, very hard. Even though we see this area, it's very hard sometimes to get it filled, or sometimes it doesn't fill at all. And then you just miss the trade completely. So you got to check and see if it gets filled, or sometimes it gets filled partially. So sometimes you got to manually buy it, and sometimes that's very difficult to do too, because the time you go to buy it, it jumps so fast that you're buying it at a higher price. That's just part of the game, guys. So sometimes the hardest part of trading is just the simple things. And like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, education purpose only. But sometimes it's just buying and selling is just so hard to do. And I get that. That's why trading is hard. Even if we hit our perfect top level right here, sometimes you might sell it. You try to sell it here, but you end up selling it at $1.45 instead of $1.48. It's just part of the game. Even right now, I haven't touched any of this, guys. And I wanted to get above $1.24.5, and that's the high right now, which we're getting rejected at, which is not looking good on Cardano. So I would like to see a 4-hour candle closing above there. And I want to see this 120 hold up. Solana, guys, the only thing, I haven't changed anything on my charts. The only thing I did change, guys, is that I got this area right here from 150 to 146, which, because this was a brand new chart. My old charts had this, but on my new charts, I was not expecting. I thought this area right here at 161 would hold up. It didn't. It failed. And it got down to this area, which I actually was not prepared for that. But this area right here, I'm looking for this area to hold up. So anywhere from 146 to 150. I want to see a daily and a 4-hour closing above this area. And I would like to see us get back above 160, 161 area, getting a 4-hour candle closing above there, and then pushing to the 170, 176. For SHIB, just in my buy zone still. Nothing surprising me, guys. We had a great weekend. We hit my bottom perfect, okay, at 33. We hit my sell zone perfect. If you guys would have took this trade, and I told you the whales were buying at these levels. The whales were loading up. I don't know what they're loading up for, but I've been buying in this level as well. That's a 15% gain, guys. Okay. Now, I've been buying in this level to go long. I did make a small trade here, but nothing big, because I'm actually buying. And if we go lower, I'm going to buy. If we go a little bit lower, I really would like to get this thing down to here, down to this 20, and even down to this 17 area. If we get down to 17 or the 16, I'm really going to start loading up on SHIB. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going long on it just because I think something's going on. Listen, guys, when we went over 1,000%, when I was begging everybody to sell it and giving out free SHIB and doing everything I could to get you guys to get in on this move, I did everything I could here for you guys to make this 1,000% plus gain. Okay. And then I talked about selling it up here, and we sold it up here based on this. We sold it up here. And we literally just racked in all that money. And then we waited for this area and these areas. And now I'm buying. I've been telling you guys, I've been buying back in. Okay. I mean, I'm not hiding anything from you guys. I even complained about this chart and it going down to here and it not, I missed the fill order trying to get down here at 30 or at 3,000. I knew it was bouncing and I didn't get filled until 32. So, and I talked about that as well. Sometimes it's hard to execute the trade. Even for a guy like me who's been doing this forever, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it doesn't get filled. You got to manually do it. And that was a manually thing that I did. So I tried to catch the bounce, but I was still even off a little bit. So, hey, that happens. I would like to see us, of course, hold this 30 or this 3,050. And I want to hold this 32 mark. I want to hold this. And I want to also see a daily or 4-hour candle closing above 35.80. Okay. Now, if we don't get that today, maybe we trade sideways and get it sometime this week. We're going to keep an eye on it. Avalanche is not looking good, guys. I mean, we got the wick down here. We got a little wick up here. I want to see us close above this trend line. So I want to see a 4-hour or daily closing above this trend line, coming in right around 80. Okay. A little bit above $80. All right. And I want to see this area of 75 and 72 hold up. So that's what I'm looking for. And then I want to see a 4-hour candle closing above 85 and then maybe pushing back up into this area of 95 and 96. So that's what I'm looking at for Avalanche. I think that's it for tonight's video, guys. No panic yet. We're just trading in this range on Bitcoin from 52 to 45,600. We talked about trading sideways in this range. We're just at the lower end of the range. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Guys, listen, much love to you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, and we'll keep this thing grinding, guys. I know I didn't do a video for 2 days just because I told you what was going to happen for 2 days, and it happened. Last night when everything started tanking, I was getting ready to go to sleep, so I figured I'd just make a video today for you guys. But I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys sub, and much love to you guys, and peace out.